Okay, another one of our project planning tools is a responsibility assignment matrix, sometimes called just a responsibility matrix. Once we've understood what needs to be done from the work breakdown structure, what we're going to do is assign them to the project team, find out who is going to do these. So this is the RM, the responsibility matrix, the RAM, the responsibility assignment matrix. They're the same thing. So it's a matrix. Down one side, we have the list of tasks. This is the lowest level tasks from the work breakdown structure. I'm just showing 3 in this example. And across the top, we have the list of people involved in the project, the team members. Now, it's not a surprise to these guys, Jeremy, Matthias, Vincent, that they're involved here, because they're the guys who generated the tasks in the work breakdown structure. Now, in its simplest form, in the responsibility matrix, we just indicate who is doing what. But you've got to do it the right way. If I just say, oh, Jeremy, you're doing the A-surface definition. Vincent, you're doing the rear moulding. Matthias, you're doing the internal fixing. This is me being quite dictatorial as a project manager, and that communication is very one way. Extreme opposite of that would be to say to the guys, okay, guys, define the A-surface, who's doing it? And I'm looking for a volunteer. Now, because I've got the right team for this project, somebody should put their hand up and say, oh, Jeremy says, yeah, that's me, that's my job. I do that. He is now volunteered for the work. If he doesn't volunteer for the work, for instance, Vincent, I say, design rear moulding, who's doing that? Vincent puts his hand up and says, well, I've never done it before, but it sounds really interesting, I'll give it a go. And you've just learnt something about Vincent on the rear moulding task. He'll give it a go. So you've not done this before, Vincent? No, never. So, Matthias, have you done it before? Yeah, I've done it before, I got it completely wrong. So we're having a two-way dialogue about the tasks and these assignments. The trouble with assignment, it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, whereas I want this assignment to be an agreement between the task owner and the task. As project manager, you start to understand how people view these tasks. You know, I've always wanted to do that, so I'll choose that one. It's a bit different to, yeah, I've done that one before, that's my job, I'll do that. And if nobody volunteers for a task, you're learning something about the task. You're learning that you're going to have to monitor it closely because nobody wants to do it. You're going to have to encourage somebody to volunteer for that task. Now, this is its simplest form, and I suggest as students, if you're doing any group work at all, you use this to indicate who is doing what. I know what happens with student group work. Somebody won't do what they said they would do. So instead of a tick in the box, get the students' names across the top, the work breakdown that needs to be done down the left-hand side, get people to sign that they will agree to do that. Just gives you something to show your tutor if they don't pull their weight and they don't deliver. Now then, it's so simple, it's too simple. Because what can happen is we can get 2 people agreeing to do the task. So in my example here, we've got the A surface is being done by Jeremy and Vincent. And the problem now is when I want a status on the A surface definition, Jeremy's going to say, oh, I thought Vincent was doing it. And Vincent is going to say, oh, no, I thought Jeremy was doing it. And there's an opportunity there for nothing to happen. So I need to make sure that one person is accountable for this task, such that it's absolutely clear that that task is their accountability. So in this instance, I'm going to say, Vincent, you are accountable for the A-surface definition. Jeremy, you're responsible for some of the work, but when it comes to the meetings, when it comes to progress, when I want to know what's happening, I am going to Vincent. And if it goes wrong, basically, Vincent's accountable. Now, there are different versions of this for responsibility matrices. Accountable and responsible is this example. Sometimes you see owners, task owners, and support. I mean, that's clear. The owner is the accountable person. He's being supported by other people. Sometimes I see primary responsibility, secondary responsibility, but accountability just sounds far more important. So it could be that your responsibility matrix has got owners and supporters, or got primaries and secondaries. And that's the responsibility matrix. In this version, we got more definitions. A C could mean consult me, or an I could mean inform me. But this is showing a flip chart where the team have actually discussed who's doing what. Who's doing task A? And understanding, have you done task A before? Was it exactly like this? So you've got the training to do task A, then you are the best person. And understanding, if a task isn't enjoyed or nobody's sure about a task, perhaps changing the team to get the best person to be the accountable person for that task. This form of responsibility matrix is often called a RACI chart. Sometimes you see that in textbooks, RACI, a RACI chart, indicating who's responsible, who's accountable, who you consult, who you inform. And that's our responsibility matrix.